So if you're in the market for a laptop and you only have about $600 to spend or less, then this video is for you. So follow along as we go through the HP Notebook 15-inch, and we'll talk about some of the features and why it will be beneficial to you. So stay tuned. Hey, this is Darren with Everyman Tech, and if this is your first time checking out this channel, this is your one-stop shop for tech reviews and how-to videos. And today we're going to be talking about a laptop from HP that is sure to stay under budget for one and provide the great essential needs of your tech uses. And that laptop will be the HP 15-inch notebook. Now this laptop is amazing, and this laptop came out around 2019, and it's especially official. So just follow along. We're going to talk about, of course, the price, some of the options available, and why you should definitely consider this laptop for your next purchase. So let's get into it. The one that I'll be talking about today will be my own that I have myself, and it's the aqua blue. And the specs of that one has 8 GB hard drive and has 8 GB of RAM installed, and of course it has an SSD. So for the price of under $550, you'll be getting SSD for one, and mine's starting out with 8 GB of RAM and 8 GB hard drive space. Now for a regular average user, that's more than enough space to do what you need to do with. And of course you can always install more RAM. You need to price it out through HP, or you can actually get one customized with more RAM if you need it. But of course, it's going to jump way above $600. But if you're trying to stay under that budget of under $600, you definitely 8 GB of RAM or 4 will definitely be what you need to stay under. And again, with those memory options, you definitely have enough space. Now, also the color choices. Now, the color I got is like an aqua blue, but I'll have the particular color and detail listed in the description field. But you can also get this laptop in silver, black, the blue that I have, and I believe you can get it like in a rose gold color. But I'll definitely have those options available for you as well, listed in the description. So that's pretty much it for the options and the pricing. And now we're going to get into some of the little other specs, not in detail the tech specs, but just what you should be looking for in regards to why this laptop will be beneficial. The tech specs of the 15-inch notebook from HP. Now the main thing you will notice with the RAM, again, is on an SSD drive, and it's 8 GB of RAM and 8 GB hard drive. And of course you can go up higher than 8 gigs of hard drive of SSD space. You can go up to all the way up to 512, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, so on and so forth. But again, for staying under the $600 budget, you will definitely only be able to get the 8 gigs or anything less. But you can also, if you want to upgrade in the future, you can also get extra SSD, and you actually can have that installed. You can install it yourself, or you can get a professional to install it for you. And as far as the camera, it has a 720 pixel camera. No, it's not it's full HD, but the picture quality, I will not say if you're not going to be taking DSLR level photos with it, but it's good enough where if you just want to send a quick picture, or if you're doing a quick web chat with someone through Zoom or any other video teleconferencing software, or if you just want to take just a picture of something and send it off and not really caring about doing any heavy editing, this camera will be great for. But if you're trying to look for something professional like filming or taking photography or anything like that, this definitely will not be something that you can do that with this camera. Now also, with some of the other specs you want to take a look at too, is the fact that the keyboard, now the keyboard is a membrane keyboard. It's not mechanical, but it has really good, it's really smooth, and unfortunately it's not backlit. Now for under the price, you don't get the backlit keyboard, but you still get a good typing experience with the keyboard. And also the trackpad, now the mouse pad, Now the mouse pad is this regular standard HP mouse pad, but unlike others, you cannot disable the mouse pad like we have the orange light in the top left corner of it. You can't do that with this one. So it's just a regular standard mouse pad. Provides all the scrolling and selection features of just like any other standard HP laptop, and this one does the same thing. And also too, for some of the specs for the tech that you should be not cognitive of is that it does offer HDMI and also an optical drive, so you can actually, if you still have any CDs, music, or you want to record something on disc for any reason, or watch DVD movies, you can actually do that. It's not Blu-ray, but it is HD. So just some of the tech specs that you should be keeping in consideration, and the fact that for under $600, you do get some good level of tech that you can actually use your laptop for. And it's great to note that this laptop utilizes the i5 8th Gen Intel Core processor, quad-core processor. So even if under 600, you'll still be able to do a lot of your tasks, a lot of open up your little apps. You'll be able to do work, web browse, and you can even also use some editing software if you're editing videos, which works even with the 8 gigs of memory space and under a RAM. Now, you can't do it in 4K because it will just tear up your CPU. The CPU is not that strong, it can handle it, but you don't want to overload it. This laptop is not meant for the 4K or you do heavy editing, heavy photo editing work. This is just, you can open it up and you can do like under like the regular 720, maybe push up to 1080, depending on what else you got open or saved on your hard drive. Again, you also, if you into that type of stuff, I would highly recommend you spec up, go get a higher SSD, higher RAM, you know, to get the works. But this laptop is not meant for that. You certainly can, but it'll take a way longer to finish what you're trying to finish versus you trying to spec up to something maybe on the higher end of the price point. So this is definitely not for that. So something to keep in mind. So I don't want you to have any false hopes, or you get a laptop thinking you can pretty much do 4K movies or videos or photos, and no, this laptop is definitely not for that. So now the overall design feature of the laptop is, again, 15.6-inch screen display. It's under 720 pixel resolution. Again, the screen is not full HD, but the 720 pixel is clear enough that you can still be able to do things you need to do. Look at your documents, look at some like, you know, movies, or if you don't really, because if you don't really care about the full HD feature, but it's just enough where you can see what you need to do what you need to do, get the right video footage, and, you know, just so you can pretty much do like your work, look at some like little YouTube videos, or if you just looking at like a webinar or something like that. That's what that screen is good for. Now, it's not going to be like we watching full HD like movies, or you're trying to upconvert it like a Blu-ray player or anything like that. It's not going to work. This is the regular standard 720, and for under the price, you can pretty much, you wouldn't expect anything more than that, at least not from this model of HP laptops. And also too, which you'll notice too, that on the top, on the keyboard, or the body itself, is more like a smooth matted finish, and it has some like little rigid design features on it. So it has like a little touch of like a little diamond pattern on it. So it also gives a little touch of design. It's not just the regular matte, flat, no design on the body itself. So you do got a little bit of design element there. And also too, you'll notice on the sides, you have 3 standard USB-A ports. You have 1 Ethernet, of course. You'll have your power adapter port, and you also have the HDMI and the SD card. And you'll see the orientation of it. So you have some good options as far as what you want to connect, and the HDMI port is awesome, just for the fact that you can connect it to a larger display TV, larger monitor, what have you. So you got that. And as far as the weight is pretty light. It's not a heavy laptop, even for a 15-inch laptop. It's pretty standard, it's pretty good. So you won't have to worry about anything as far as it being too heavy when you're traveling with it. It's pretty light, and you keep it in, you get a nice bag, or you know, you use it in your hand. Even with a CD inserted into it, you won't experience anything. The weight is pretty good, and it's pretty light, so you got that. Now, some of the main features that you will notice on this laptop, even outside of the tech specs, will definitely have to be the touchscreen feature. Now, this laptop, for even under $600, is touchscreen. And why is touchscreen awesome? Well, for the fact that for like kids, a lot of your kids are not familiar with using the mouse pad or external mouses, and they just want to look at stuff on a computer. Well, with the touchscreen, it's easy for them just to touch the screen and actually go to whatever they want to look at, because kids are a lot of visual learners and they like to touch things. So it's more natural for them just to use the touchscreen feature, and where they can actually just touch a web browser, or they can just try to click on something on the website, or they're doing like some interactive like learning games. It's definitely great for that, where they say, hey, hit letter A or letter B. They can just, instead of trying to figure out the keyboard layout and using the mouse, where I'm sure they're not familiar with, that touchscreen feature is awesome. And two, what I like about the touchscreen, that it also saves space. So if you're someone who doesn't want to have a lot of desk space, and you just want you have some other option outside of just using the mouse pad, you can also have the touchscreen, so where you can actually go ahead and touch what you want to touch, and without having to worry about typing it in or using it and trying to scroll, you can just see it, touch it, and keep it moving. And three, you also will like the beneficial of the touchscreen for the fact that it's being hygienic use. Now, if you're someone who's clean conscious, or you're somebody who gets weirded out by dirty keyboards, I know I do, you'll also love the touchscreen, because it's easy just for you to clean the screen. Then you have to worry about somebody using their hands and touching your keyboard, and especially with COVID. It's like you're a doctor or a nurse, or you got like gloves on. The touchscreen works. There's no where you have to have a fingerprint. You can actually just touch the screen and do what you're doing with gloves on, and we don't have to worry about trying to sanitize or have to contaminate the keyboards, especially with COVID going on. So something definitely you want to consider. And as far as the other main features is the fact that, again, you have a full keyboard. What I mean by full, you have the actual letters, and you actually have the number pad on the side, meaning it's a 15-inch laptop. So you have the regular functions like your full-size keyboard on your desktop. You also have a quick number pad, so if you do a lot of calculations, a lot of math, or you're doing like bills and things of that nature, that number pad along with the regular keyboard will be greatly beneficial too. So you also have that, and under $600, so you pretty much have a little mini desktop setup all in the laptop form. So overall, I highly recommend this laptop for a kid trying to, like, for a first laptop, or a student and you trying to save some money and you trying to stay on the budget. I would definitely recommend that for that. Now, if you're someone who is either a pro as far as video editing or doing photography, or you're like a high-end level programmer who do a lot of programming, then no, I would say this laptop is not for you. But for someone, again, who's like a student or a kid, and they're just a regular user who's an adult, or anybody who's just doing regular stuff, like just want to do a couple documents, or you want to just have a laptop to go web surf, or just something just a backup, or something just laying around the house, then yeah, this laptop will definitely be for you. For under that $600, you definitely have a dependable backup laptop, or just something that for light duty. Now, again, if you're like a programmer, video editor, do music producing, or anything which requires a ton of memory storage, or you require a lot of graphics, or the graphic usually, as far as a graphics card, then yeah, this laptop is not for you. All right, guys, so that's my take, and that's pretty much all I got. So I want to say again, thank you for checking out this video, and definitely I hope this video helps as far as you trying to figure out which laptop, especially if you're in the market for an HP Definitely check this laptop out. I think you'll be happy with it, definitely as far as the pricing point. And even if you look around, you might even get it lower than the close to the 600. You might even get it for the low 4s or 5. So definitely check that out. And again, if this is your first time, definitely like, comment, and definitely subscribe so you and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all new content, which is sure a lot to coming up. So definitely, I want you guys to be included in that. So definitely like, comment, subscribe again. And again, this is Darren with Everyman Tech. I hope you have a great day. Bye.